I want to address something from yesterday's meeting. Your communication style came across as quite aggressive, and it made several team members visibly uncomfortable in that room.
Aggressive. Write that word down for me. Because I need you to explain the difference between my delivery yesterday and Daniel's delivery in that exact same meeting.
Daniel and your situation are completely different. He has been with this team longer, and his communication style fits naturally with how this team operates and collaborates.
Daniel raised his voice twice in that meeting. Your exact words after were passionate and confident. My words after mine were aggressive. Help me understand that gap.
I do not appreciate having my words documented and used against me in what should be a private professional development conversation between a manager and his employee.
I have been documenting every meeting for 9 months, 14 instances, same behavior, 2 different words depending on whose mouth it came from.
Even if there were some inconsistencies in my language choices, that does not make this a pattern of anything.
HR opened a formal investigation into this department 4 weeks ago. That document is the case reference number assigned specifically to your management conduct. They called me last Tuesday.
HHR never informed me about any investigation into my conduct. Nobody told me. How long has this been building? Who else has contributed to this investigation besides you?
6 of us, 6 different employees, same manager, same pattern, same 2 different words for the same thing. The investigation already knows the answer.
Passionate and confident. Those were his exact words after Daniel raised his voice twice in that meeting. And then she spoke with the same energy in the same room at the same volume. And his exact words were aggressive, 2 people, 1 standard, applied completely differently based on who was doing the talking. And she had been writing it down for 9 months. And that is where this one hits different from every other workplace discrimination story. Because she did not come into that office reacting. She did not come in emotional or unprepared or catching him off guard with feelings. She came in with a notepad full of dates, quotes, and documented instances that turned his performance review into the least important piece of paper on that desk within 4 minutes. He called the meeting to correct her. She walked in already holding the case file. And I want everybody to sit with what 9 months of documentation actually requires from a person, because it is not just writing things down. It is showing up every single day to a environment that is consistently telling you that your voice carries less weight than the voice beside you. It is performing excellence inside a system that labels that excellence differently depending on whose body it comes from. It is absorbing aggressive 14 times across 9 months and choosing documentation over confrontation every single time because you already know which one builds the stronger case. That discipline is extraordinary, and it should not have been necessary. And 6 of us, that is the sentence that collapsed everything in that office because he thought this was one employee with a grievance. One woman he could manage through a performance review conversation behind a closed door, but it was never just one. It was 6 people who had been sitting in the same pattern, watching the same double standard applied with the same consistency, and had all reached the same conclusion independently, and HR already knew, had known for 4 weeks, and he was the last person in the building to find out. Because that is how carefully constructed bias operates. It counts on silence. It counts on people absorbing the pattern alone and deciding it is not worth the fight. It never accounts for the person who decides to write it down instead. Drop a comment and tell me, have you ever experienced 2 different words for the same behavior at work? I will see y'all in the next one. Stay safe out there.